We all want our living rooms to look like they belong in an architectural magazine, but real life doesn't respect interior design. Real life involves muddy shoes, spilled coffee, and heavy furniture scraping across the floor. When you drop a thick, plush rug into a space meant for eating or working, you create immediate friction. You end up with a chair sinking and snagging every time you try to move away from your desk. Choosing a rug is a structural commitment. The exact weave and material you pick will physically dictate how easily a room actually functions. That brings us to a specific product category, often recommended for chaotic households: the Belgium rug. If you look at this graphic from a retailer, you can see how manufacturers position these rugs as the ultimate shield against daily wear and tear. The marketing materials specifically highlight their dense construction and their ability to resist stains and fading over time. To achieve that, these are not natural heirlooms. They are machine-woven using synthetic fibers, specifically engineered to imitate the complex patterns of traditional hand-knotted materials. Our goal here is to bypass the sales pitch. We need to evaluate if this synthetic, tight weave actually solves the daily physical problems of a modern house. Let's start with the areas that take the heaviest beating: main living rooms and entryways. To survive in these spots, a floor covering needs densely woven, highly resilient fibers that can take constant foot traffic without crushing flat. This application guide shows exactly where these rugs are meant to be deployed. Living rooms and entryways are listed right at the top specifically to handle heavy use. Because the synthetic weave is so tightly packed, there is virtually no space between the threads. Dirt, pet dander, and liquid spills are physically forced to sit on the surface rather than sinking deep into the base. When a spill happens, the liquid pools on top. The dense fibers actively resist letting it soak in. That surface retention drastically cuts down your cleaning time. You can vacuum faster because the dirt isn't buried, and you can wipe up an emergency spill before it permanently sets. But getting that level of bulletproof durability requires a mandatory compromise. This diagram shows exactly why these feel completely different underfoot. On the left is deep, natural wool. On the right is the short, tight synthetic Belgian weave. Look at the synthetic cross-section. There is almost zero compression depth. The structure is rigid. Because the fibers are packed so tightly, you completely sacrifice the luxurious, plush feeling of sinking into the rug when you walk on it. In a high-traffic room, choosing this material means you are directly trading sensory comfort for daily ease of maintenance. The next test environment involves what we call friction zones. These are spaces like dining rooms and home offices where heavy furniture has to move constantly. Here, you need a rug with a completely flat, tight weave and a very low pile. Looking back at the table, the manufacturer specifically highlights dining rooms, noting that the flat weave allows chairs to slide effortlessly. The practical result is that dining chairs glide out smoothly, and heavy desk wheels roll without catching the material and bunching it up. In a dining scenario, that flat profile also means dropped food is easily intercepted on the surface and wiped away, instead of getting ground into thick fibers. However, this ultra-thin profile comes with functional limits. Because there is so little mass to the material, it offers almost zero sound insulation and provides significantly less warmth to a cold room than a thicker option would. There is also a critical structural reality regarding the underside of the rug that you need to be prepared for. This FAQ section from the supplier flags a necessary installation requirement for hard floors. They point out that these machine-woven rugs have a smooth backing that easily slides across timber or tile. If you place a thin, smooth-backed rug directly onto a hard floor and push a dining chair back, the whole rug will shift, creating an immediate tripping hazard. To make this product safe in a friction zone, you have to commit to an extra step: purchasing and installing a high-quality non-slip pad underneath it. At its core, a Belgium rug is a highly engineered household tool. It is built for utility, not to serve as a hand-knotted heirloom. This flowchart maps out exactly who should buy one. It starts by identifying your primary priority for the room. Your decision splits into two paths. You are either solving for easy maintenance and heavy traffic, or you want deep plushness and heirloom materials. If you prioritize survival in a busy home, you are the pragmatic buyer. For a bustling hallway, chaotic dining room, or under a rolling desk, this low-pile construction gives an exceptional return on investment. For the pragmatist, it is an exact match. But if you fall into the purist category, you need to avoid this product entirely. If your goal is to build a cozy bedroom sanctuary with a thick surface to step onto in the morning, Or if you exclusively want a long-term investment in natural wool, a flat synthetic weave is going to feel incredibly disappointing. The Belgium rug is a highly effective, practical compromise. It manages the physical reality of a modern home beautifully, as long as you know exactly what comforts you are trading away to get that durability.